Ron Bass Show, starring live in person Ron Bass. Take 497.5.
Hey guys, it's Ron Bass, your source for inspiration. This is Ron Bass Show, by the way. Motivation, encouragement, dry humor, Mr. Brent Atterbury. Mr.
How you
producer.
doing today?
How you doing, man? How goes the show? How goes anything?
What's
How's
up?
it going?
What's up?
What's up? What up? What's up? Oh man, these kids, I tell you, they come up with, now it's bet, B-E-T. It's like bet. Like, how's it going, man? You want to hook up together? Bet. That means like yes.
Oh.
I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We're crazy too. The whole world's crazy. We're crazy too.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about a lot of different things today.
Oh,
but
good.
Hey, mostly we just want to get to right to it, like the problems that people are having and friends of mine and people I associate with and what they're doing about it, how you can improve your life, how you can get through struggles. So a couple of quick stories. Many years ago, I had an employee and his wife and I became pretty good friends. Well, we had a bet going. I might have mentioned this a long time ago. And the bet was, hey, if you quit smoking, I'm going to do something really nice for you. And she was a beautiful gal, but the bottom line was I was going to have her do some cosmetic surgery for her in the breast area because that was her thing. She just wanted to make that happen. She didn't need to do it. She's gorgeous. But at any rate, I said to myself, man, I hope she quit smoking because her husband did. And she was trying. We had a deadline, and we got about a week away, and she called me. She says, I'm sorry, man. I went back to smoking. She'd quit for like 2 weeks. Okay, I was really disappointed, right? So fast forward 20 years, I get a phone call the other day. She's had a massive heart attack, barely living, had surgery, survived, but now she's out of work for probably 3 months. On top of that, I've been noticing from the pictures I've been seeing on Facebook, she's gained a lot of weight. I know she likes to drink. And I'm not being negative or critical, guys. I'm just talking in general. I'm not saying if she would have quit smoking, she wouldn't have had the heart attack. But look, let's just be realistic. Smoking, drinking, weight, all that stuff has to contribute to not doing well for your body. I mean, the body's only going to take so much, right? And when you're young, you can get by with a lot of stuff. But as you get older, it ain't going to happen, man. And maybe there was some genetics involved. I'm not trying to get on a soapbox here, but it's a personal story to me. And I feel so bad because she's got a lot of kids and they're just a great couple. And I sent the husband a message. I said, man, if you need anything, you just let me know and I'll be glad to get involved. And he sent me a message back thanking me. He's a pretty prideful guy, so he may not, but I'm still willing to, whatever I can do, I'd be glad to do to help him. So I say that to say this, man. Take care of your body. Smoking is just not a good thing. I read an article, 22% of the population is smoking or vaping. Wow, 60 million plus people.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. That's just in this country. So if you apply that to the whole world, there's 7, 8, 9 billion people in the world? That's like over 1 billion people in the world vaping and smoking. The only people winning are the people that are making the cigarettes and making the vapes.
And these are people that may not have diagnosed health problems, and they've chosen to do this vaping and the smoking and mistreating their body. I have to share a story that
Yes.
I encountered Monday, and
this is Wednesday, by the way.
yes, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
I met up with this guy. He does a lot of things similar to what I do. He just does it on a bigger scale. He's probably 40. His mom started the agency years ago, like 25 years ago. He's running it now.
Talking about an advertising agency.
Yes. And he was sharing with me that, hey, live each day to the max, take care of your body. And he said, I recently, had a really bad health scare. I said, what was that? And he said, well, he goes, 20 years ago, I was diagnosed with heart disease. That means he would have been about 20. He says, they've had to shock me 70 times.
Wow, 70 times
in the last 20 years to get his heart back in rhythm.
Back in rhythm.
And there's really not anything they can do about it. He went to the Mayo Clinic to find out the best of the best in the world to fix this problem. And they were like, there's really not a whole lot that can be done. So he said, look, and he works out, he's very healthy, but he is in a situation where if he did vape or smoke, he knows it would be over right away. And this poor guy isn't abusing his body. So the people that are abusing their body, you don't know what's going on inside your body, and you should really take care of it.
To say the least, huh?
Yeah. So.
Well, it's just another example of to me it's another example of you don't realize how lucky you are when you have your good health.
Yes.
And you don't have these kinds of problems.
Yes.
And people complain all the time about this and that, but look, guys, complaining, put it in perspective. If you've got good health, you don't need to complain about anything, because in the end, good health really is more important than anything. Really boil it all down. We talk about this all the time. A couple other stories that I find motivating and inspirational. I've got a good friend that just completed a it's not a marathon, it's like a cross-country event where you go and it's like you go to a station and you lift weights or you do burpees or you do pull-ups, but there's a certain amount that you have to do at that station, and then you have to run like a mile. Then you go to another station, and then you repeat the physical part of it again. Then you run another mile. So anyway, the whole thing takes like anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, depending on your fitness and if you've got a partner with you, and etc. And this gal trained for like 3 months in the gym where I work out, and I have so much respect for this person because she worked really, 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 really hard to prepare. And she's midlife. She's not like super young, but she's not old either. Has a great job. She's a professional, good person, family person, and she was really stressing out about going to this event. So I talked to her before she left. It was in another state, in Massachusetts. So she flew out there with her family, and she was live streaming the event. And I could see in the beginning she was smiling and enthusiastic because she was running and doing these things. And then about middle way through, you could tell she was beginning to, oh my God, what have I got myself into? And I was thinking to myself, don't you quit, you stay with this. And she got through it, but let me tell you, it was something for her. And I sent her a message. I said, look, man, you finished it. That's the win. It's not the fact that you didn't get the time that you wanted. You won because you did not give up. Yeah. That's the key to everything in life, guys. Yeah. Don't give up, no matter how hard it is. You might have to get back up again, brush yourself up, pick yourself back up again. It's okay. The key is to finish the process. And I was just so happy for her. I wanted to share that because that was a super big goal. Yeah. And now she's on to the next event. I'm not sure what that is yet, but she's determined to either do that one again or do something else similar to that and continue to get herself in even better physical condition. I think for her, she was really good on the weights, on the weightlifting side of it, but on the cardio side of it, I think that's where she lacked. She probably knew that. So now she's probably going to work even harder on that. And that brings me to another thought. I was reading an article or seeing a video. It's like it's okay to work really hard at what you can do really good, but you also have to work really hard on what you don't do really good. So like in martial arts, I'm pretty good on a couple things when it comes to competition, but I'm not very good on some other things. So I need to work on things that I'm not good at. It's not going to help me that much to do things I'm already pretty good at, right? I mean, it all matters, but focus on things in your life, guys, that you're not doing well at. I don't know what that may be. Maybe it's mental health, maybe it's eating habits, maybe it's drugs, maybe it's personality disorders. There's all kinds of reasons why you could come up with reasons to work on things. Life's just full of challenges. I mean, all day long, I often tell the story. Every day I'm either in an emergency mode or at a survival mode, a power mode, or an advanced mode. And that could change hourly. You don't know what's coming your way every single day. And when you're in business, oh my goodness, Brent can testify to that. It's like stuff changes like all day long.
Yeah.
Let alone if you have a family and relationships and if you're a competitive person and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, okay. So that's one story. I'm going to tell another really cool story. Trying to think of the name of the comedian that. Remember the guy that had the late night show? What was his? I can see his face. Gosh darn it! And he got the opportunity to do the Tonight Show, and he lasted about a month, and they kicked him out. Oh man, real tall, slender, redheaded guy. Doggone it! He had his own show after that on another station. Not Jimmy Kimmel, but oh come on, what's the guy's name? He was a writer for Saturday Night Live originally.
Okay.
Can't remember the guy's name. That's what happens when you get old. You can't remember names. Any rate, it'll come to me later. But bottom line, after he spent his whole life the goal to be the host of the Tonight Show, and when he finally got it, for whatever reason, the chemistry just wasn't there, and the NBC said, "Adios, amigo," and they gave him like this huge financial settlement and all that. But that's nothing compared to the idea that he wanted to have the show and continue on with his comedic career. Well, he was home kind of sulking one day, and he gets a phone call from, of all people, Robin Williams. Now, Robin Williams was the great, phenomenal actor, comedian, who eventually wound up committing suicide. That's a whole nother issue, right? Why do people commit suicide? He used to say things like, I spent my whole life trying to convince myself not to kill myself. But that's what depression can do to you. It can really take it all away from you. And in his case, he also had drug addiction, but he got clean and did all the right things. But hey, man, if you're born a certain way with a certain chemistry, it can be a real lifelong struggle, right? And we talk about this all the time. But the essence of this story is he called him out of the blue because he knew that he was struggling with this process to cheer him up. And the gentleman that I can't remember the comedian's name, he says he never forgot that, of course, and the act of kindness, that's what I'm getting to here. And in that level, that's a pretty high level of professionalism there when you're at that level, right? But for another professional to call him and tell him some jokes, and he started laughing and made him feel better. And then on top of that, he did something else really crazy. He got a knock on the door one day. It was like the delivery company. He made him a bicycle. And it was like, I don't even know how to describe how crazy this bicycle was. It had all these things on it, but another example of trying to cheer him up, I guess, because this guy was like a pretty good, he liked to do a lot of sports, and he was also really into taking care of himself with exercise. So, but the idea that I'm getting at here, guy, is you should never be above the idea of helping people and expressing kindness and coming to people's rescue, right? That's really important. Speaking of that, I think I mentioned on another podcast, I try to keep dollar bills in my pocket now. So when I pull up to a stop sign or a stoplight and I see somebody begging for money, if I get a good impression, I'm going to give them that dollar. Sometimes you just got to go by your gut feeling, right? And I felt compelled yesterday to give this guy $1, and I did it. I was getting gas. He was on a bicycle, and he walked up to me and says, "Hey, man, can you spare any change?" And I said to myself, "Yeah, man, here's $1." And he was so appreciative of that. Now, I don't know what he did with it. Maybe he bought some liquor. Maybe he bought some cigarettes. I'm hoping he bought some food and, did something to help himself. But at any rate, I could go on and on, guys. But let's talk about some breaking news.
Oh, yes. Well, you're familiar with the Guinness World Records. We talk about it.
I'm really familiar with it now since we've been doing this podcast.
Yes.
You talk about it all the time.
They're celebrating their 70th anniversary.
By the way, who is Mr. Guinness?
I don't know.
Is that where this started from?
I don't know.
I guess an individual named Mr. Guinness, huh?
It was published, the first volume was published August of 1955.
Wow.
But they are throwing out there some unclaimed titles that if you want to try out for, you too could be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Okay.
And they are the most whoopee cushions sat on in 1 minute.
Oh my gosh.
The fastest time to blow a stamp, 10 meters.
To blow a stamp?
10 meters. The fastest. Who can do it the fastest? The furthest distance to bottle flip.
Bottle flip? What's a bottle flip?
I guess you flip bottles.
Flip the bottle?
Yeah. The most high fives in 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Fastest 400-meter sack race.
Oh my gosh.
And the fastest time to ascend the height of Everest by bicycle. Now that one's a little out of reach.
That's like
no pun intended.
Yeah, ha ha.
But the others are attainable, maybe. You know,
I did sack races when I was a kid.
You could do this. You got to follow their rules and guidelines and enter, and you might be in the book. Just want to give our viewers a chance there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then something that's very exciting. Ron and I were talking before the podcast that he recently got a haircut by one of his students.
Yes.
That's going to
barber school.
Barber school, yeah.
Yes.
So on that note, you're not going to believe today is National Hair Day.
National Hair Day.
You have less of.
That's crazy.
But, today is National Hair Day.
That's funny.
Plus, today is National Homemade Cookies Day.
Ooh, we like cookies.
And then, this is very, very important.
Okay.
It's the International Day of Older Persons,
Ooh, well,
which doesn't apply to us.
No, not at all.
But it's the International Day of Older Persons. So I just thought I would throw that out there.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, it's always interesting to listen to Brent talk about the Guinness Book of World Records. Now, a whole new twist.
Yeah.
An opportunity that we can be in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty crazy.
Set your goals.
Set your goals, guys. I did want to mention a couple more things before we get out of here. In Australia, they now have come up with a bionic eye. I know this has been happening for years. Other companies are working on things. But this company supposedly has actually produced a bionic eye that goes directly to the brain. And even people that are born blind now can have some sight.
Wow.
So that's going to be crazy. But that was pretty interesting.
That's life-changing.
Yeah, but we talked the other day about the spinal thing where they're going to be able to implant new spines now for people that are paralyzed. All kinds of medical things that are happening on the horizon to help people to walk that are paralyzed, to feel better, man, this is getting crazy. The kidney transplant that's like an artificial kidney, and it just goes on and on. By the way, thank you to our listeners and our viewers that are sending me comments. I appreciate that so much, every one of you. It's very important to me that you comment and let me know how you're feeling about what we're doing. And we have viewers now I saw in some other countries, and I wanted to mention those countries. If I can find my notes. Yay, where are my notes? I have so many notes. Oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
While you're looking.
No,
go ahead.
Egypt.
Oh,
that
wow.
was cool. Iraq, I thought that was cool.
Super cool.
And of course
that's
Russia.
Cool too.
Yeah. But Egypt and Iraq I'd never seen before
wow.
on analytics. Yes, what were you going to say, sir?
No, I was just trying to come up with filler while you were looking. It's also a National Pumpkin Spice Day.
Ooh,
it's October 1st,
yes,
so National Pumpkin Spice.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, guys, look, it's just so interesting and so exciting every week that Brent and I get together and we get to talk about things that we would like to think can matter to you and help you and encourage you, inspire you, and so forth and so on. Things that, look, I know not everybody's likes what we do and we're not everybody's cup of tea, but I often tell Brent, hey, if we can just help one person to improve their life, it is as if to have helped the whole world. To save one person's life, right, is as if to have saved the whole world. And I believe that strongly. You don't know, really, as you go through your life, who you're going to influence. I have a student that is autistic, and he's been training with me for 2 years now. Nobody gave him the time of day in the beginning. They're beginning to take him serious now because he's showing so much progress in his ability to perform martial arts. And he's getting ready for like a huge promotion because he's earned it. He's worked hard. And I find things like that to be so exciting and meaningful. We can talk about making money and being famous and all those cool things, but hey, there's nothing like having a one-on-one relationship with somebody that you've changed their life. And he told me last night, he said, I just want you to know you saved my life. And I thought, man, whew,
wow,
that's a powerful thing. I don't say that to say, hey, look at me, but I'm just saying that to encourage you guys to, reach out to somebody if they really need the help, and you can have an impact, and they're receptive. I mean, that's the key. You can't push the rope, but if somebody's receptive, spend some time with them, man. And that's another reason why you got to be sober and work out and have your act together. That's leadership. Leadership's critical. Any rate, we'll get out of here. But hey, guys, just remember, if you don't give up, eventually those stars are going to line up. And when that happens, man, good things are going to continue to happen. If you struggle and you haven't quite got to the goal, just reset the goal. I tell everybody, reset the goal for another year. It's okay. Just keep working at it. And eventually you're going to either reach the goal or you're going to get a lot further down the line. So until that day comes, and even after that day comes, just remember, keep your chin up, keep your head up, and continue to stay positive.